You're listening to WPFW, Washington. Coming up next, Radio Andy and the Reggae Experience.
You know this thing going on radio. What Antigua, Bronx, Atlanta, Virgin Island.
Haile Selassie, his ways are light, yeah. It's not just his sayings, with deeds magnify, yeah. It's the hot days of early summer, with the thunder and the lightning. Oh yeah. A still small voice, with principle speaking of why love is needed, why love is needed. A still small voice, oh, with principle speaking of why justice is needed.
Yeah, cause as I tune into the mystic, it's so simplistic. Life is feel it ever clear and never cryptic. Town and every district, this is the logistic. Love is the solution, start the revolution. From my foundation, it is solid and I never go defy. The one is what we need, yes it really bonafide. When the silence in my mind is when I'm really in my prime. And the questions that I state, I simply wait for the reply from my eyes.
Small voice, with principle speaking of why love is needed, why love is needed. A still small voice, oh, with principle speaking of why justice is needed.
Righteousness is a galid, justice what we need. Acknowledge the most high in every flower, every weed. Cause oneness it how we creed. Forward we proceed. Never separate, we burn out the malice and the greed. Natural balance in the earth. We know we worth. Spiritual uprising, this is the rebirth. And I say unity first, make it disperse. Spread it out to every nation. This time meditation.
One love still,
One love,
one love still,
one love.
one love still.
Yo, this is Kenny Eugene, and you're listening to the Reggae Experience on 89.3 FM on WPFW with your host, Radio Andy. Yo, this is Kenny Eugene, and you're listening to the Reggae Experience on 89.3 FM on WPFW with your host, Radio Andy.
Sorry, just can't cool it. I've been through it. You say you love me.
This is the Reggae Experience with yours truly, Radio Andy. Blessed love one and all.
So foolish. I can't do this. You got me falling.
Started off the top of the show with Aki Becca featuring Rima, Still Small Voice. Right now we featuring the one brand new from Kenya Eugene, In and Out of Love.
Lying to myself. Even when I feel it happens every
Keeping the fire blazing in Washington, D.C. Radio Andy are the songs for me. What did I say you large every time? Straight from the VI, we sending more life, more love.
Representing for Woman International Month.
You say you're refrain. Set my heart free, cause I can't do no more time. And don't wanna play back, no time for pause and rewind. Cause I can't feel your love when you're loving this part time. You got me falling in and out and in and out and out and out. Steady searching for your love, missing blessings from above. I keep on lying, 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 lying to myself. Even when I feel like happens every time I fall in and out of love.
From here, the voice, know the big bad we represent for Radio Andy.
Some big girl know they too like dog. Animals stay in human form. Body man nobody like walk, but you must hustle if you want to. You no finish they won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too like us. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady clean like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Put it on my fantasy. They want to check if my daddy no wrong. But did they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my time with the rush. The kind money we touch. Yeah, did they rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody they crush. There's no darling with us.
As we keep the vibes with the one and only Ira Star Rush remix. A war.
Just only Jack Butter, I dey go Ghana. You never thought you dey from Papa. Which kind money we never see before. Cause hello me, got me feeling I'm the one. Ajay. I never take my cake away, Ajay. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady clean like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Put it on my fantasy. They want to check if my daddy no wrong. But did they rush well, it be much. Now gotta make my time with the rush. The kind money we touch. Yeah, did they rush well, it be much. No be hype, everybody they crush. There's no darling with us.
Special request wanna get to people coming from Chicago.
Keeping the fire blazing in Washington, D.C. Radio Andy are the songs for me. Modernize your large every
Special
time.
request wanna get to people
We sending more
coming from
life, more
Chicago,
love.
from the Brooklyn area. Is that what do you say? Same, is that what do you say? But when we say say in a 81, me say me did a imitator. But now I 82, me say me a originator. And in a 83, me say me a big educator. But then you say me want to appreciate me say to you. Me say me dedicating this one to you. So when me say, hey, me say to you, me say me dedicating this one to you. But what's your man, hey? Say that I am a black Cinderella. Who have been born of love sense in me, me never have no fear in God, mother. Only the blessing from up the mistake. winter. Me say to you, no matter if you're purple, brown or blue, you come in at the dance and be put with shoe. You hear them, you tell you what feel love it fit you. Better styles is sing to you. The Witcher, hey, Lord have mercy. But when me say me make a little virgin by the name of Reggae. Me hear him DJ, me have to watch and stare. He tell me sister Carol, don't you have no fear. But Papa Reggae man, you always mash it every year. Take care. The first time me DJ, it was last year. Said that was 81, but now what is a 82? You hear them, you style you off it, one what fit you. Me now go hesitate, me say me DJ for you. Big time me did that, dedicate this one to you. Long, 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 long,
We went from Sister Carol to Sister Nancy. Remix on the Patchy Man coming home rhythm courtesy by the one and only Radio Andy.
Because it don't mention in a revelation. Say all the older one of the titty young one. I go trade in a this Armageddon. I go bold in a this Armageddon. Great coffee roll in a this Armageddon. Because the poor man out the door in my eat roast yam. While the rich man in a house under air condition. I go trade in a this Armageddon. It a go burn in a this Armageddon. Spec the coffee roll in a this Armageddon. If love a water thing that's a money come by. The rich man who don't live, I who don't die. And all the poor people them who stand up and fight. I go wait in a this Armageddon. Fire I go burn in a this Armageddon. So watch out, what the word from your mouth. Watch out, what your word from your mouth. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh, Father, long until it a go dread in a this Armageddon. Fire of the bone in a this Armageddon. Earth run red in a this Armageddon. Because it don't mention in a revelation. Say all the older one of the pretty young one. I go red in a this Armageddon. Fire I go bone in a this.
Had to give them remixes right there to represent for the International Women's Month, you know. I have an interview coming up at 12:30, so everybody who's listening online, please go straight to WPFWFM.org for that interview live, all right? And yes, all I'm going to say is she is a female, and yes, she is a part of the community and is mentally aware of what's going on. And that's the hint right there, you know?
As we trudge through this life journey, let's not do it anxiously, but be humble, be patient, be grateful, and most of all, let's be thankful. Keeping the fire blazing in Washington, D.C. Radio Andy are the songs for me. Modern I say you large every time. Straight from the VI, we sending more life, more love. Humble with the life I possess. To me know some people tried it through with much less. No place we can sleep, the pig we not eat. Poverty a kick like steel. Time and time them argue about this. Time and time them quarrel about that. Never realize the weight it never catch. Never satisfy when they think what them got. Know some girl I argue about weaver. Round the world in another city. How much little girl have it tougher than she? Trodden in this world
voice of the one and only Mother Nile.
Washington, D.C., Radio Andy, are the songs for me. Modernize say you large every time. Straight from the VI, we sending more life, more love.
I guide the way. So here you know, nothing ever easy about this. And dark days are gonna make you doubt it. Yeah, yeah. That's when your light shine the brightest. So here you know, even though the journey rough, we never worry. In the tough times when most of them are scurry, we still a stand up when heap of them are gang up. If you know you're blessed, me need see every hand up. Cause every test that me passing through prepare me for the next phase me walking through. I know that if we believe it, yeah, we can achieve, just as long as we walk with you. Cause when me trotting on this long road, was I carry my load? When I got far from my home, was I still in a control? Everything, ever blessed. How we know everything, ever blessed. Love protect, guidance and protection from every direction. Shuffle up the order when you know it need correction. Never leave me side, stand by me like me right and brighten up the nights and can't give up the fight, man. Cause when the things get heavy, that's when the most I make me feed them steady. Keep me focused when me feel me never ready. Thankful we never yet see the cemetery. Cause when me trotting on this long road, was I carry my load? When I got far from my home, was I still in a control? Everything, ever blessed. How we know everything, ever blessed. Love protect, restore your meds, enough life from telly. Positive action, them bad vibes to bury. Lead a good life, make a good choice. Know you never starve, no food fi fill your belly. And one fill the basket. Never make nobody tell you that you can't get. And even when life make you change your plans, never stress how one no kill you, go and make you strong. Cause when me trotting on this long road, of them a scurry. We still a stand up when heap of them a gang up. If you know you're blessed, me need see every hand up. Cause every test that we passing through, prepare we for the next phase we walk into. And know that if we believe it, yeah we can achieve, just as long as we walk with you. Cause when me trotting on this long road, was I up carrying my load? When I got far from my home, was I still in a control?
Voice of the one and only Kelly Shane.
That slowly grows and grows, not one that comes and goes. That's all I want.
You know this is going on radio. Well, Antigua, Bronx, Atlanta, Virgin Island.
A little love that slowly grows and grows, not one that comes and goes. That's all I want from you. A little kiss that's more than just a kiss, not one that up and leaves. That's all I want from you. Don't let me down. You told me that you can't remember when you give. You also get your
Shout out to everybody who's listening all on the Facebook and all on the YouTube and Instagram as well. Fortune Entertainment, big up your status wherever you're listening from. My lad, you already know, Maseba, love and blessings, war.
A little love that slowly grows and grows, not one that comes and goes. That's all I want from you. Don't let me down. You told me that you can't remember when you give. You also get your share. Don't let me down. I had no time to wait. Tomorrow may not come, and dreams may be too late. A little love that slowly grows and grows.
DMV, I have my guest, should be calling in momentarily. Hopefully she is calling in. Waiting for the one and only Miss Tracy Helms, all right? So we're going to give it up and we're going to give her undivided attention because this is very important, all right? That'll be coming up at 12:30, all right?
Don't let me down. You told me that you can't remember when you give. You also get your share. Don't let me down. I have no time to wait. Tomorrow may not come, and dreams may be too late. A little love that slowly grows and grows, not one that comes and goes. That's all I want from you. A little love, that's all I want. A little love, that's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want.
Brand new friend Pam Hall.
Things really turning upside down. Holy King, them a go on just like clown.
Don't know when it switch around, but enough musketeer in town. Whoa. The values that we grew up on are almost gone, and people just forget where they're coming from. In a me heart, me know say it wrong. Whoa.
Slow down.
Keeping the fire blazing in Washington, D.C. Radio Andy are the songs for me. Mother I say you large every time. Straight from the VI. We sending more life, more love.
Things really turning upside down. Only back king, them a go on just like clown. Don't know when it switch around, but enough musketeer in town. Whoa. The values that we grew up on are almost gone, and people just forget where they're coming from. In a me heart, me know say it wrong. Whoa. Now this world is in a crazy spin. Day by day is another whirlwind. To some it's good, but to others it's a sin. But anyway you take it is another whirlwind. Another whirlwind. Boy. Enough more things are gonna
WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. This is the Reggae Experience with yours truly, Radio Andy, and the ones and trees right about now. Today is Monday, March 24th, 2025. I do have my guest who is actually waiting to come on. We're going to start that exactly at 12:30. All right? Just give me a few more, about 12:30, give or take, you know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to know if you're listening to any other platform, please go straight to WPFWFM.org to hear this interview in the fullness, you know? Yeah, man. Until such time, we're going to keep the vibes moving, okay?
another whirlwind. Convenience of the other of the day. It's always an emergency when we run go pray. We not bother with that when things are going we way. But it's a serious matter, not a game we play. You hear what me say? You hear what me say? Woo! Things really turning upside down. Only for king, them a go on just like clown. Don't know when it switch around, but enough musketeer in town. Whoa. The values that we grew up on are almost gone, and people just forget where they're coming from. In a me heart, me know say it wrong. Whoa. Now this world is in a crazy spin.
WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. This is the Reggae Experience. My name is Radio Andy. I do have my guests here on the air currently right now. All right? Colleague, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you very much. WPFW, I'm having a live interview right now with the one and only Miss Tracy Helms. And we're going to pretty much talk about some things in the community right about now. I want everybody to tune in and listen to what Miss Tracy Helms have to say currently right now. Her business name is Tender Lifted Hope LLC, and I'm gonna let her go ahead and take the floor right about now. Okay, Miss Tracy Helms, thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you this interview at this time. I know it's late, but until such time, we'd like to give the floor to you right now, all right? Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you, Radio Andy. So I appreciate this opportunity of being on the Reggae Experience and sharing a little information tonight about mental health, with this being International Women's Month. Focus a little bit on, mental health as it relates to women and some of their issues. So hopefully I can help someone out there listening tonight, and I look forward to it.
Okay, thank you very much. And what are the most common health challenges women face that you have come across?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to kind of put a little bit out there about who I am. I am a master's level, fully licensed social worker. I've been practicing social work for over 25 years. I guess I'm dating myself here.
Nice.
But I love what I do. Yes, I love what I do. So with my business, Tender Lifted Hope, I provide therapy on an individual level. I take some insurances, but of course, I'm licensed in the state of Michigan, so I can provide contact information later. But anyway, just to give some context, I've worked with survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. I've worked with suicide prevention. And currently I work in the community mental health sector. So again, just to give a little background about myself, but back to your question, Andy. Some of the most common mental health challenges that women face, and what I see a lot, is I would say the top two: depression and anxiety. You do have some others like trauma-related disorders, eating disorders, bipolar disorder, borderline personality, and caregiver stress and burnout. So I would say those are the most common, but even out of those, it would be the depression and the anxiety. And there are a lot of life factors that can happen that could, send someone into a depressive state. And sometimes, grief can set in if you're losing a loved one, and grief is not depression, but it does, still carry those feelings of sadness. And a lot of times I tell people it's not just a matter of being present or absent, but there's also levels and intensities, right? So it's okay for you to be sad sometimes. God gave us feelings for a reason, right? So it's okay. It's a very normal reaction to a very normal life event. However, if you find yourself with prolonged sadness, right, or sadness to the point of not being able to do your daily functions, then you might be crossing over into an area of concern. But within depression, Andy, just to let you know, women are nearly twice as likely as men to experience depression. And some of that's due to our biological makeup, right? We have hormonal changes, we have pregnancy and things like that can in the depression.
I definitely could I definitely have some some people who I know for a fact could definitely relate to this topic right here, and hopefully they're listening to this interview right now. This is why anybody who's listening right now, please call a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tune in right now on WPFWFM.org. Yes. We're live right now with Miss Tracy Helms, and the topic is on mental health awareness. Okay, it's very important, very serious. So yes,
and Andy, I was listening to your show. I was listening to the guest speaker you had on your previous show, and one of the things she said was a time to heal, right? It's a time to heal, and that's so true. And I just wanted to echo that again in tonight's interview, is that this is a time to heal. So this is a part of the healing process, is educating, right? Educating yourself on, what it is, and not to be scared of it, and kind of know, what to do. So, yeah.
Definitely inspiring and definitely well informative right there as well. And, just to make sure, I don't want to overstep the questions of all, but I just want to make sure that, that you did answer the first question that I did have up for you. And I do have a second question for you just to keep it moving. How do women know when they need professional help?
Absolutely. That's a very good question. Because as women, oftentimes, we want to be strong. We are strong, right? Yes. And so we will carry things more than we really should. And so kind of knowing when that point is, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, of, what's normal, so to speak, and then when it crosses over into, an area of concern. One thing you want to look at is when your emotions feel overwhelming or unmanageable. So again, it's okay to have some level. It's not about never being sad, but if you are going into a prolonged sadness, a persistent sadness, or a persistent anxious state of being, that's when it's time to maybe go see your doctor and ask some questions, right? Or talk to somebody, a loved one. Also, when you have like physical and mental symptoms that take over. So, for example, if you have trouble sleeping, either insomnia or sleeping too much, if you have constant fatigue or low energy, even when you're resting, or if you're having some changes in your appetite, all of these things can be signs that, again, it's time to maybe talk to someone about how you're feeling. Yeah. So really it's about having those, we all have our coping skills, right? And so when life happens, right, usually those coping skills will kick in and we'll be able to kind of get through it. But it's when the situation kind of overwhelms that system that you have and it starts causing, problems and issues with you being able to carry out your day to day, then that is when it's time to talk to somebody and ask some questions.
Yeah, because I find it like some people that I do know, they may say, or some people may think they may not have anybody to talk to. They might go to a family member or family members and they may just make fun of them or may not be available, or they might not go to the right people to speak to, or who to call, Sometimes it's just to pick up a phone call, just to make a call, but some people don't even want to, bother anybody else because they've been shut down so many times. But, it's just to make sure that we're giving them the right tips out here and keeping everything 100, as they say, because this is very serious. And I hope that the people that are actually listening to what you're saying and taking notes. It may not be your sister, your wife, your auntie, your family member, but you may know somebody who's actually going through this right now,
Yes, and you know what? I'm glad that you said that, Andy, because to your point, loved ones may not know, what to do, and I do want to speak on that a little bit, but in this moment, I wanted to share the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Again, that's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And if that's okay, I would like to share the number.
Yes, please. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. It's 1-800-273-8255. And I'll repeat that, 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. So if you ever feel that you don't have anyone to reach out to, you can call this line, you can remain anonymous, and you can talk to someone about what you're going through. Because the most important thing I want these listeners to know tonight, Andy, is that you are not alone. You are not alone. So use the number, and I'll get back to the question.
There you have it. Please mark that number down. Put it in your top 10 numbers, because you never know when you're going to need that number or who's going to need that number. And thank you very much for the explanation on that, Miss Tracy Helms. And while we're on those subjects right there, what are some practical tips for mental wellness?
Yes. So, for practical tips for mental wellness, you want to think about the mind and emotions. So start small with mindfulness. I know this is a term that a lot of people have heard, mindfulness. So what is that? Really, that's something as simple as just maybe, 5 minutes of deep breathing or a short guided meditation. Those types of things can help calm the nervous system. They have a breath, right, where you can do like a 4 count when you inhale, a 7 to hold the breath, and then an 8 count when you exhale. And the goal is to exhale more than you inhale, because that kind of breathing helps you reset your nervous system. So I would encourage you, if this is something you're interested in, right, you can go online, Google it, check with your doctor, make sure everything is okay. But the breathing techniques, they're out there and they are very helpful in helping calm the nervous system. Just a few more. Do something that brings you joy. I tell my clients that all the time, or ask that question, what brings you joy? And make sure that you plug into that joy. So what is that, right? And connect with loved ones. Andy, when I tell you, I've done research, and if you go to the CDC website and look at their research, and I'm just saying that, I'm not endorsing anything, but I'm just, sharing what I've done.
References, of course.
Yes. Connection, right? Connection is like the number one protective factor, or I should say the protective factor that goes across many different issues, right? Issues of suicide or sexual assault survivor or domestic violence, like all of these type of traumas that happen. One of the things that's consistent in terms of a protective factor is connectedness. So definitely, if you have those family members, those friends, connect, right? Because that's going to help. That's going to help, be able to talk to someone when you need to. So yeah, those are some just solid tips that one can do to help with their mental wellness.
Thank you very much for that, because that's very needed right there, information-wise, and now to put it in use, So those are some great tips right there for mental wellness. I have about a few more questions just to ask, because I know, we about to keep the vibes moving, but it's not about that right now. Okay. It's about mental awareness.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So how can listeners support loved ones struggling with mental health issues? I think you kind of touched on that, but I just want to make sure that
Sure.
that was definitely clear to the listeners as well.
Absolutely. So, start with an open conversation. It doesn't have to be this clinical, technical type of thing.
Because I don't want
just simply asking.
Yeah, I don't want when if you go to somebody, they will just try to, before they listen to what you're saying, they're quick to give you an answer that may seem coming off a little judgmental in a sense, So
right.
Yeah, people will dodge and
No, you make a very good point, because that was going to be one of my points, is to listen without judgment. Let them talk without rushing to fix things. And really, it's about active listening. So what does that mean? That basically means that you're present when you're listening. And so checking in while you're listening, you can say something like, actually it's checking and validating, right? Letting them know that you are there and you're hearing what they're saying. So you could say something like, that sounds really tough, or I'm here for you, right? So those simple phrases are very powerful when it comes to just, starting that conversation and being there for that person. Avoid minimizing their feelings, right? So stay away from phrases like, oh, it's not that bad, or you'll get over it. Instead, validate where they are. I can see how this is really hard for you. Might be something you could say, right? Because again, it's about being present and being with them where they're at in the moment. Hold your judgment for later. Other things that you can do is help them with, some daily tasks. Again, if somebody is going through depression, they're not wanting to get up. They don't have the motivation to do simple things. So maybe just, hey, I can cook you some dinner and bring it by, or I can, would you need anything from the grocery store? Again, these are things that are well within your control, your power. It doesn't take a whole lot of money to do, but it's limitless in terms of how it can be supportive to that person who needs it.
Well, thank you very much for that as well. There you have it right there. And I know a lot of people like to be on social media You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they always want to bring social media and things they see on TV
We're
or online.
addicted.
You know what I'm saying? Into the relationships, into the household, into their family. You know, they imitate what they see. They can't keep up with the Joneses, or they will do whatever it takes to live that lifestyle that they know for a fact it doesn't fit them. You know? And how does social media impact women's mental health? Is the real question I'm going to ask.
Yes. Well, you know, it's the good thing. The good news is that it's not all one-sided, right?
No. It's man too, you know. It's man too, but right now we concentrate on the one since it's International Women's Month. No disrespect, no pun intended, you know.
Oh, no. When I say two sides, I mean like there's benefits.
Oh.
Right? There's a positive side to being connected to social media, but there's also a darker side. So that's what I meant.
Oh, I thought you meant it was, you know, it's two sides, meaning man and woman, you know. That's how simple, and I just put it together. Like, I know it's two sides, but right now we're just talking about the woman, you know. My bad.
Absolutely. We are celebrating the women tonight.
So
yes,
we have to take
indeed.
notes. As man, we're going to take notes right now. As woman, you need to take notes
That's
as
right.
well. So
I'm
right
telling you, I'm giving y'all game.
When it's Father's Day time, when it's June, and it's Father's Day time, you know, they're going to take notes on us too. So I'm going to have somebody to mental health for Father's Day coming up too. So don't forget to knock that down because we need it too, you know.
Yes, absolutely. But, you know, both sides, everybody taking these tips is going to make this experience just better, period. You're going to go into the situation better prepared, better informed, and being able to make informed decisions are always the best decisions, in my opinion. Getting back, though, the positive side of social media. So you have that community and connection, like I talked about before, right? So that's a huge positive side. There's also a lot of inspiration and education that can be found online, you know, with different sites and things like that. And it can be empowering, right? Especially for women who are in marginalized communities, because it allows a platform for them to have voice, for them to have opinion, you know. So, and share their story, share their lived experience and add it to the narrative. So in those ways, social media can be positive. However, there's a darker side. And that comes from when you fall into like the comparison trap, where you're looking at these, you know, perfect people with the filters and things like that, right? And you begin to compare yourself and see yourself as inadequate or, you know, insufficient, or, you know, because you're trying to compare yourself to something that's not even real. Yep. There's also body image pressure, right? So, you know, especially on apps like Instagram and TikTok, that can actually worsen body dissatisfaction, especially among young women, because again, they're trying to compare themselves to something that's not real. You know, and so that's a lot of pressure. And then there's a lot of hate, trolling, and harassment. You know, we know about those things, but people can get pretty nasty, you know, and that's never a good thing. And then there's the doom scrolling, you know, and what is doom scrolling? That's that constant exposure to bad news or negative content. You know, and I can't tell you, like, so many young people that I talk to or help, you know, they do take on the pressures of society, right? And so depending on what's going on in their environment, I've seen them have, you know, a heightened level of anxiety. So, you know, all these things can be very real. Couple of things I would suggest in terms of building a healthy relationship with social media: curate your feed, right? Pick and choose what you want to see. I always say, be the master of you. Pick and choose what you want to see and what fulfills you. If you watch it, it doesn't feel good, it drains you, then block it. Set limits, right? Set limits. Like, you know, you'll look up and it's been 30 minutes, an hour, and you're scrolling. Set some limits. And then focus on real connections. Right? It's good to use the social media to meet people and, you know, have that as a connection. But also there's a lot of value in just that person-to-person contact and that person-to-person connection. So that's about that on social media.
Okay, thank you very much for hitting these key points right here, because I feel like, these should be some focal points to discuss, especially at a time like this, when everybody's jumping on social media. Anything happens, everybody runs to social media to see what's going on. Social media is more important than the local news. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to know, just go straight to social media. It doesn't matter where it is, which country, which area. If you see it on social media, 9 times out of 10 it's real. That's according to them, but they never know. Mental health is a serious issue, and it's not just for the woman, but it's for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And I appreciate you, Andy, for seeing that, and creating the platform and the space for it to be spoken about. So, my goal was to, do you proud and do the listeners proud. And I really do hope that, people are able to take some things away from what I've shared today.
Of course. Thank you very much for even doing that. And same here in return, I give thanks for the meeting and everything, how we met. Big shout out to the family as well. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully your son will be able to come in get that, get that education niche in his life that's going to change certain things that's going to happen for his future. You know what I'm saying? So, also, too, I just want to say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have this interview right here as well. And before you go, can you please give us one more time your contact information, how to get in contact with you if anybody have any problems, questions, or concerns, if you have anything that you want to leave as far as contact information, now is the time to proceed, please.
Well, thank you. So once again, my practice is Tender Lifted Hope, LLC. I am licensed to provide therapy services in the state of Michigan. However, if you would like to still reach out, I can always, talk to you and see what, options might be available if you're out of state. So my phone number is 313-288-8599. Again, that's 313-288-8599. I'm also on Facebook, and I would encourage you to visit my page, Tender Lifted Hope, LLC. And it's a lot of, inspirational messages and quotes, and also updates, right? And so what will be coming out very soon is my website. And so the information for that will be on the Facebook page. So that's how to get in contact with me.
DMV, there you go. You have all the information right here. Just want to say thank you very much, Miss Tracy Helms, for giving this interview right here on mental health awareness. Since we're celebrating
Thank you, Radio Andy.
Month. Yes, give thanks as well, And likewise, DMV. All right. Thank you very much.
Yes. All right. Bye.
Blessed. WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. Just want to say give thanks for everybody who tuned in and listened for that interview right there with Miss Tracy Helms on mental health awareness. Since we're celebrating Women's International Month, blessed love again. And if you miss it, don't forget after this show, go straight to WPFWFM.org and go to the archive show and listen to the whole entire interview. All right. Shout out to everybody who's listening near and far, wherever you're listening from, on the social media platform, YouTube and Instagram. Don't forget, if you're on Facebook, our page is WPFW. On Instagram is WPFWDC. You know what I'm saying? And those who listen online, shout out to WHUR, Sunshine Radio, OneHarmonyRadio.com. Tune in radio, big up your status, same way too as well. Blessed love alone. Whoa. And if you celebrated our Earth Strong over this past week, over the weekend, or coming up this week, Blessed Love Award. Want to say blessed love to my youth man, Lion Dre. We'll be celebrating 26 on the 26th for sure. Monica Allen will be celebrating on the 27th as well. As we close out Pisces season. And we welcome Aries. Jerry Culture sound in the building and the ones and trees right about now. As we give it a dub from the one and only Noel Ellis. Let us say shout out to the listeners, them who's on WPFWFM.org. You're listening to WPFW Washington. Like to big up the original Kennedy Massive and crew wherever you're listening from. Shabbat Massive, big up your status, Red Brick. The whole of the east side. Shout out to the West Massive and crew. And since they're right here in the DMV, shout out to the man them out of Southeast DC. Trinidad. Uptown, downtown, and all around. Shout out to the massive them out in Baltimore, Maryland. Do the Reggae Tour 2025 presents Ziggy Marley, Burning Spear, Pier 6 Pavilion, Baltimore, Maryland. That's on September 16th. For more ticket information, go straight to livenation.com for more information on that, all right? Also, don't forget next month we have Luciano Michaelos at a new spot in DC called Club Oasis. Alright, April 12th. For more information, just check it out online. Luciano right here in Washington, DC. That's right off of Georgia Avenue. It's northwest. Alright? Voice of the Royals.
Pick up the pieces, don't throw it away. Pick up the pieces, let's put them together.
One thing on the reggae experience, you're gonna always hear the foundation, and when certain music has been fling on the era. That's one thing with J.R.C.S culture sound. Anyway you hear J.R.C.S culture sound string up, is always gonna find music like this, you know? Eddie Jams, big up yourself wherever you're listening from. DJ Smooth Devastation, wherever you're listening from, Kings. Blessed love.
Last night I heard my brother cry from the darkest Africa, seeking my assistance to fight in human conditions. Racial tensions, starvation is causing utter destruction. Last night I heard my brother cry from
Voice of the one and only George Allison.
hard times, day in and day out. Hard times, we know not what life's all about. Hard times, we live in fear. Hard times, taking away all our rights. Last night I heard my brother cry from the realms of the deep, seeking my assistance to fight in human conditions. Racial tension Racial tensions.
You say you want me to love you, but you won't treat me right. You want me to love you, but you won't treat me right.
Voice of the one and only BBC Tan.
The game called love. I said it's all in the game. The game of love. Said you love me, I love you. You don't love me, I don't love you. That's how it goes. You love me, I love you. You don't love me, I don't love you. That's how it shows. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's
Hold on, father, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Keep calm. Come again.
You say you want me to love you, but you won't treat me right. You want me to love you, but you won't treat me right. It's all in the game called love. I said it's all in the game of love. Said you love me, I love you. You don't love me, I don't love you. That's how it goes.
Tell them.
You love me, I love you. You don't love me, I don't love you. That's how it shows. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. The rising of one means the downfall of another. I said that one little thing, yeah, always leads to another. And if you're not happy, then you must be sad. I said that if you don't feel good, then you must feel bad. Said are you for me for you. You're not for me, I'm not for you. That's how it goes. Are you for me for you. You're not for me, I'm not for you. That's how it shows. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's
Jerry Culture Sound. I wonder if you have that in the dub version. Tell me now.
Give her a piece.
As Radio Andy asks for it, you're hearing it right now. DMV, give me about 45 seconds now, man. Shout out to the family listening all the way in Olongapo City, Philippines. Right now it's Monday, March 24, 2025. The time is 1:13 a.m. at the nation's capital right about now. And if I could hear the family out in the Philippines, I know so we singing great right about now, you know?
action. I man want satisfaction. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. I don't want to sit and watch you work. I don't want to sit and watch you eat. I want to work cause I've got to eat. By the sweat of my brows I shall eat bread. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. I don't want to be a beggar. I want to be a cheerful giver. But how must I give when I don't get? While those who have don't want to give. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. Before I go old, give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. Give I a piece of the action. I man want satisfaction. I don't want to sit and watch you work. I don't want to sit and watch you eat. I want to work cause I've got to eat. By the sweat of my brows, sanctuary.
Every black man and white man and woman out there, don't mix with evil. The Bible it tells you.
Voice of the one and only Leroy Smart and Daddy U Brown. Don't mix with evil.
If you mix with evil, you shall be with the devil. You mix with evil, you shall go down. Wicked men don't want to hear the words of God. Wicked men don't need to hear the words of the Father. Don't mix with evil, or you shall go down. Don't mix with evil, or you won't wear no crown. If you mix with evil, you are a goddamn devil. You better understand. You better realize. Look into yourself and think about life. This is a reality sound. Must understand, it is the facts don't lie. You must realize, so don't mix with evil, or you shall go down. Don't mix with evil, no, no evil, I say, yeah.
WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. Just like to say shout out to everybody who came out you know, to that little private event, you know, out by, you know, Pisces Sound, big up your status. Father Phil, big up your status, same way too, you know what I'm saying? Give thanks for the invite, you know? Yeah, man. Give thanks to all the sound owners, them and this, you know, the SDA, Soundman Association, you know, Sound System Association, for those who all came out and, you know, supported that event, you know? Yeah, man. Give thanks for the vibes, you know? Shout out to who all came out, you know? Blessed love. Whoa.
Now it's going to have a musical dance. And this musical dance to make it jump and twist to make a move.
Yeah, I got a piece of that still, you know, a little footage about it, you know, on the Facebook, you know, with Jerry Culture song, you know. For some reason, I couldn't videotape myself when I was selecting, so you already know.
Roba, 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 where she want. You know, so me say, roba, roba, where she want. Yeah, you know. Ain't nothing to keep on coming to me, don't want, I won't never let you go. And I really love you so, and I want the world to know. Yaga, yaga, yaga. You know, so me say, yaga, 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 yaga. You know, so me say, roba, roba, where she want. Roba, 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 where she want. Yeah, you know.
Also, shout out to the listeners, them out in Tacoma Park, EB. Big up your status, Natararu Rashad. Salute me, Jenna. You know, shout out to the ones them in College Park area, Green Fire, Coleman and the crew. Blessed love. Shout out to Sister J.R.C.S, wherever you're listening from, Queen. Blessed love, radio, and this salute you. Oh. Kyla, big up your status, same way too.
I will tell you. And I never been it, but I just got to tell you how much I really love you the most of the little boss. Love me not too bad, you know, love me not too bad. This musical sound comes from rocking from coast to coast. So maybe you can see my music over now and tell
This group goes by the name of The Message. Winds of Dub. Voice of the one and only Prince Heron and Jabrook.
You're gonna weep down the wicked man. He's under the righteous man shall stand. You're gonna provide the place for the righteous man. He's under the righteous man shall stand. You're gonna weep them, lash them, weep them, lash weep down the wicked man. Jah gonna weep down the wicked man. Jah gonna weep down the wicked man. He's under the righteous man shall stand. Oh, oh, oh.
And speak these parables. Oh yeah. Open my mouth and speak these parables, yeah. 'Cause these things I've seen in my vision, the earth is gonna be so red, yeah. The fire gonna burn down.
Voice of the one and only Rod Taylor.
So red and so dread. The wicked gonna try to run away, yeah. But I know they all got to pay on that day. These things I've seen in my vision, you see. So I will open my mouth and speak these parables. Yeah. Oh yeah. His prophecies fulfilled. Revelation revealed upon the land. Understand. Yeah. So I will open my mouth and speak these parables. 'Cause these things I've seen in my vision, you see, yeah. It's a serious matter. These things must have to fulfill upon this land, upon the land. Understand, yeah. Judgment will be upon the land.
And where you are go tell Jah, where you are go tell Jah, an eternal day. A wicked man, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And where you are go tell Jah, where you are go tell Jah, an eternal day. And where you are go run to, where you are go run to, yes, and the judgment day. You will be trying to find somewhere to hide, trying to find somewhere to hide. But pity you know there won't be no hiding place. And where you are go run to, where you are go run to, yes, an eternal day. Jehovah gonna pay each and every man according to his word. Yeah. yes. And when you are go tell Jah, where you are go tell Jah, and when he come for reserve. You hide from I, but you can't hide from Jah. Jehovah is coming with seriousness in his heart for I and every man, yes. So if you is righteous, don't you all unite? Yes, unite, my brother, unite. And let us take a train to Africa. Come on at the dreadlocks, and make the step eat the yard. Yes, oh my yard, yes, oh my yard.
Since time began, we have gathered together to share our story, food, sound, and theater.
Everywhere Festival Dub Benjamin. WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. The time right now is Monday, March 24, 2025. Actually, that's today's date. But the time right now is 1:30 a.m. All right? Just want to say give thanks to everybody who's tuning wherever you're listening from. Blessed love. Radio Andy and Jerry Culture Sound, the Rachel Sawdust. Giving the ones and trees right about now. Foundation style.
Since time began, we like to socialize, learn from each other. And maybe get wine, put on your party side, and then you'll realize life isn't money or the things it can buy.
Free to smoke up marijuana. Free to smoke up the good sensimina.
What we tell them, Linval Thompson?
Babylon, don't you try to lock up the youths then. Don't you do it, Babylon. The youths them want to be free. We are no criminal, so free up the youths then. We want to free to grow it. We want to free to plant it. So don't lock me up, no way. Babylon, don't you ever do that. Really ain't you like, boy. Free to smoke up marijuana. Free, we want free the ganja. No more prohibition. Freedom for the ganja man. In France, Italy, Germany, all over Europe. Freedom for the righteous man. Babylon, Lego, the conscious man. We are no criminal. We are the ghetto youth man.
Voice of the one and only Prince Allah.
Every day back to go away. One day the bottom must drop out. Never gonna miss that water until the well runs dry. Your well runs dry. Never gonna fix the roof till the rain starts to fall. You're never gonna miss that water until the well runs dry. Your well runs dry, oh yeah. Never gonna fix the roof till the rain starts to fall. Never gonna miss that water until the well runs dry. Your well runs dry. This song is strange but true.
Now here comes the sound girl. Bubble, we a bubble. Natty J, we say we seeking no trouble. I will give you on the double record, double I would say. And Natty J out of trouble. Bubble, we a bubble. Natty J out of trouble. Seeking any trouble. Natty J out of trouble.
Bonnie Lion.
I'll give you on the double. Far out of trouble. Natty J, we a bubble. Give you on the double.
Speaking of Lion, shout out to Lion Dre and his Earth Strong coming up this week on the 26th.
Double trap double. I really got to play this on a bubble trap double.
Love and blessings, my son.
Some say this and some say that. I play the song, say we resort, we got to rock it on the track. Not DJ, not stop. And not DJ, we say we not turn back. And not DJ, we going straight forward, yeah. And not DJ, we say we drop so forward. But it's gonna till you right on. But it's gonna say a bubble, we a bubble. We not seek no trouble. A bubble, we a bubble. We give you on the double, then we far out that trouble. Yeah, not the rap with that double. Yeah, everybody so really gotta show you so. Let me tell you not the chant over there. Let me tell you not the rap this sound. For the sound of God make me dance it on. Keep on coming here so me play it up over. Sister and over in the brand new Toyota. Let me tell you, a bubble, she a bubble. Sister and over say a bubble, them a bubble. Them not seek no trouble, cause we keep them on the double. We out of trouble. Yeah man, tell you say we out of trouble. A1 singing, I will lead you for the sound. Girl, is the way you gotta stick, but we don't let me play that. But
As we give you the vibes of the one and only the Twinkle Brothers. I'm still smiling dub. We got 20 more minutes to go before the next show. Radio Andy alongside Jerry Culture Sound. Alborosie.
But by the look in your eyes, I
WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. Just want to say give thanks to everybody who's tuning in, listening to the Reggae Experience from the time the show started until now. Shout out to Tony Karan. This is Reggae Music. Give thanks for giving us a history lesson with all the artists, female reggae artists from all over, from the UK to the Caribbean, who actually contributed to the reggae, music, in that era and that time, Yeah, man, so we just gonna keep the vibes moving right about now. Bless love one another. We have about 15 more minutes before the next show coming up. All right. Radio Andy salute each and every one of you. Don't forget to tune in each and every Sunday at 12 midnight to 2 a.m. early Monday morning. I am your host. All right. Salute. Bless love one another.
Hold on. Keep calm. Come again.
Deliver me, oh my God, from my enemies. Oh, I flee unto thee to hide me. Cause me to hear thy love and kindness.
As we give you the vibes of the one and only Yaba You, deliver me from my enemies.
For indeed, do I trust. Cause me to walk in thy way. For I lift up my soul, right up to thee. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God, thy spirit, it is good. Lead me in uprightness.
WPFW 89.3 FM, Washington, D.C. I want to say shout out to the new show that's coming on right after this one with the one and only Kokalani behind the mic. All right, replacing Alvin Nidab. He moved his show out to Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So right now for 2025, moving forward, representing for International Women's Month, we have a replacement. And I want to tell you right now, she's strong, people. She extra strong. Her energy is loving. And I want you to give her all the support you'll give her right about now, right after this show. All right, behind the mic with Kokalani for sure. Radio Andy telling you that from now. So take a listen. All right?
created by your Father. Birds to be the lilies of the field. The sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. So let us call you night and stop the fuss and the fight. This land, I know this land is forever rewind. This land, I know this land is for every living man. This land, I know that this land is forever rewind. This land, I know this land
so easy. Let your feelings flow. Let your love light glow. 'Cause your love got a hold on to me. Yes, your love's got a hold on me. Your sweet love's got a hold on me. Oh, yes, your love's got a hold on
that on the earth there was not one wise It was said that on the earth there was not one wise woman, no, not one. They say the females take a little longer, but in these times we're very much stronger. Lioness roaring harder, Queen Omega strike the fire. Queen Omega strike the fire. Queen Omega striving harder. Queen Omega rising higher. Queen Omega striving We can't do what the man can do and still be a lady too. But in what regards was he referring to? Somebody tell me so that I